Jarl Haesteinn is probably the best character in all of Crusader Kings 3. He's a great warrior, in peak condition for his age, and perfectly situated to conquer the world. But what if an evil witch cursed him to undo all the years he ever lived, turning 52-year-old Haesteinn into a newborn baby? That is exactly what has happened. But luckily for him, he's retained all the skills and traits that he picked up over the years. Is this a terrible curse? Or is this a secret blessing in disguise? Another chance to live life once more and do even better. There's only one way to find out. My name is Koifish and this is the adventure of Baby Haesteinn. Alright guys, here we are with Baby Haesteinn. And it's currently his birthday, as he was just born today. But I just realized something horrific. Because Jarl Haesteinn was born today, that means that his 7-year-old kid Ragnar Haesteinsson Haesteining ceased to exist and died in his sleep the same time I was born. Maybe this isn't as much as a blessing as it is a curse, but god damn it, time travel is horrifying. But let's not think about the existential dread of time travel. We have a chance to relive our life. So the first thing we're going to do is to conquer more. So literally, on the first day of his life, Jarl Haesteinn declared war on King Salomon Mab Rivalon to attempt to conquer all of the Duchy of Brittany. We raised our glorious troops and simply just marched in. And this is usually where I put Haesteinn as the commander. But we can't put a 1-year-old as the commander. It's not responsible to put a newborn child in the position of leading an army. So that job was instead offered to Payen, a godless absolver and a Frenchman. And much to our dismay, our entire court was populated by angry, vengeful, hating Frenchmen, including our spy master Leonard, down there looking like Asmongold. Oh yeah, it's Asmongold alright. But a few Frenchmen wouldn't stop me from conquering my dreams. We quickly laid siege to the beautiful capital of Brittany, just in time to see that King Charles the Bald, our rival, joining the war. Not good. So in we went, hoping to outnumber them, with everyone fighting. And although we were outnumbered, the battle pitched not in our favor. Our great and glorious army was looking like it was gonna pull through. Most thankfully, for the help of our Brittonic mercenaries, turning the tide just in the nick of time. And with Duke Bernat of Gothia captured, the capital held and a battle won, we ransomed back the traitors and seized the Duchy of Brittany, thus making Baby Haesteinn a glorious Jarl. Literally not even a year old, and already having succeeded more in the entire lifetime than he did before when he was older. But even though I was great in the battlefield leading my army, my court demanded that I have a regent that rules in my stead, as I'm focusing on the Gugu Gaga mentality, while Luther here, the poet medic, rules the realm. I think I'm gonna be in great hands, especially since he's good of character and sane of mind. But luckily our court is now full of Norsemen that we called in to rule the cities of the Britannians. But with Brittany firmly under our control, it was time to focus on ourselves. You see, being a baby in Crusader Kings is dangerous, but it's especially dangerous if you lived a past life, considering we have 2 rivals. One of them is King Charles the Bald, the man we used to beat in combat, who almost ruined our chances at the very start of the game. The other is Count Eudes, who claims that it was me who slew his father, and according to the records, he was slain in battle by me on the 2nd of July, 866. But my brother in Christ, I was born this year. Welcome to the first court hearing. On the accusing side, we have Count Eudes, who claims that Baby Haesteinn slew his father a few years before he died. On the defending side, we have Haesteinn, who is literally a baby. You killed my father! I know it, he's dead! Now, Count Eudes. How could you have done it? He's just a little baby! No, Count Eudes, you must be imagining things. This baby couldn't have killed your father. Case dismissed. I did it, Count Eudes, and I'll do it to you as well. Baby Haesteinn out. But holding up in court or not, Count Eudes and King Charles will both be trying to kill me. So we need to really ensure that Jarl Haesteinn survives infancy. Not just from the high mortality rate of children in the medieval era, but the high mortality rate of slighting the French. And considering Jarl Haesteinn doesn't actually have a mommy, as he just materialized into this realm by the will of Odin, we need to get a wet nurse, as well as a few more champions to protect our mead hall. But just like most kids that get new parents, you're not my my real mom! Haesteinn promptly went, "You're not my real mom," and started throwing a hissy fit, stressing him out. Me too, buddy, me too. But I know exactly what will get you in a good mood, Mr. Haesteinn. Meeting your best friend, Jarl Ironside of Uppland, who despite seeing me as a literal baby, still considers me his homie. But with nothing to do but wait, our coffers look pretty empty, so we decided to raise the lads we have and go raiding. And who else to raid but King Alfonso III of Asturias, who's currently at war with Sultan Muhammad of Al-Andalus. For when the Spaniard is busy, the Norsemen sneak up on the table and eat their scraps. But what is this great and glorious news? King Charles has died from fatal apoplexy, a word that not even adult Koifish know what it means, and certainly not baby Haesteinn. But we are happy that he's dead. And happy birthday, Haesteinn! You're now 1 year old. How does that feel? Holy moly! The raiding has gone perfectly great. We took the arm of St. George, as well as his blind brother, who will ransom back before he bumps into a wall too many times. It was funny once. So we'll simply just ransom him back. But as my troops are out raiding, I'm over here crying. Cecilia tucks me into bed, moving to blow out the candles. Wait! I want to say something! I plead. I like you being here. It feels so lonely in Montague without you. She's uncomfortable by this, but touch. Bro, it's your job to take care of me. I am a devoted Norse like you. I wish you were my real mom. Holy moly, baby Haesteinn, you're being too wholesome. But as I'm out playing, I hear a tiny, frail and scared sound. I look over, under every stone, around every corner, behind every bush, and finally, I see him. It's a small puppy! It's my puppy! What would a 1-year-old kid name a dog? His name is Voff, because that's the sound dogs make. And Cha-ching is the sound that the raiding loot being delivered makes, as I am now a lot richer. This money will be invested in a 401k. Just kidding, we're gonna sow wheat. But with that said, we don't have a guardian. Now, since we kept our memory, we already have the brilliant strategist education trait. But I think we might lose this when we grow up and get a new one. Either that or we get two. And we do have Melusine here, a French woman with a great education. But I feel like we could do better. Jarl Haesteinn is a great ruler, and it looks like he has room to tutor one more kid. Perhaps I could go under his wardship and learn from the very best. An endless source of wealth. The green rolling hills of Ireland. But alas, a plague is spreading in Nantes. That's where I am. Summon the physician, as we're currently being beset by Haestein's coughs. Little bit. That's it, we're entering seclusion. But being locked up in a tiny castle with none other than one kid that doesn't like me to play with, it is no wonder that Jarl Haesteinn turned out a bit rowdy. And if that wasn't enough, my dog just ran away. And I'm now 4 years old and feeling absolutely great. I'm out here playing with Astrither, the daughter of my chancellor. We're gonna race on stilts. That sounds dangerous. I lose and just go, whatever. With that said though, I don't think this is the good time to be playing. The Haestein's coughs is ravaging France. If you have a 4-year-old kid that goes to a daycare, you know that they're literal plague bearers. These kids go out playing with another kid, spit in each other's mouths, cough in each other's eyes, and come back and give you a good old smooch on the lip. And congratulations, you have Haesteinn coughs now. I'm really not selling this whole fatherhood thing, but it's actually great. But with the plague subsiding and its last victim being my doctor, we rebuild and look for a brighter future. But it seems like being a Jarl at the age of 5 is a bit too stressful and let's just say that the family mental illness has been passed down. And I'm now erratic. But the vile King Carloman has come to attack me and steal Montague. This is not optimal, as I'm currently still a little baby. But as luck would have it, my guardian, Jarl Haesteinn, comes to my aid. If I promise to marry Alvur Halfdansdóttir, his 1-year-old kid, he will come to my aid and defend me. I have no choice but to accept. After all, this would make my children the same lineage as Ragnar Lothbrok. We raise our troops to hold bravely, and we call in my guardian. And with the battle won, and the Duke of Toulouse captured, and promptly ransomed back, we enforced peace, and truly entrenched our legitimacy as the true ruler of Montague. We host a meet peers, a glorious playdate. Welcome everyone. There's no one here. No one showed up! Baby Haesteinn has a birthday party, and not even your Björn shows up in attendance! God damn it, I think it's because we simply don't have enough kids in the realm. But as I'm now 8, I'm starting to realize that politics might be important, and that the good man King Olafur might have some ulterior motives. So I'll start using my massive prestige to sway the scales of power in my favor. I'll also start learning the language of the French, as my brain is very pliable and it's easy to learn languages now. And already I've figured out French. Time to insult the king in his mother tongue. But the mental terror of learning French in one day has made me think that there's more to life than just what we can see. And Haesteinn quickly became a witch, just like Freya. Little Harry Potter boy, an owl flies into your window and you think you're going to Hogwarts? I'm telling you, you're insane, you're an insane baby. But our luck was not on our side, as they just raised some local troops and killed us all. Took the gold and sent us running. Truly a lonely childhood. With France looking very weak, I decided to strike out against them and claim more land. The coast should belong to Haesteinn, and of course we'd call in our stepdad, Jarl Haesteinn. But as my men are fighting in France, I'm still a 10-year-old boy. But as I see my troops returning home from battle, beaten and bruised, I'm out playing in the gardens with none other than Asrither, my chancellor and regent's daughter. We roll down a hill and once at the bottom, I look at her and feel a strange feeling in my chest. Is it love? Is it hatred? Is it indigestion? Homie, Haesteinn has a crush. This stresses him out. Most likely a sign of early onset autism. But don't worry, we have a pet dog. France was ruled by a 1-year-old. Oh, how the tables turn. I declared war to take the rest of it. France was gonna fall, and I was gonna take it. Alright, I've grown up. And because I already had an education, I get the best one. Very good! And happy birthday, Haesteinn! You're now 16. You know what that means? That's right, side pieces. Bagging MILFs, I guess. Very cool. Oh no, what in the goddamn Oedipus thing? Oh, this is wrong, Koifish, but Freud is gonna have a field day with this one. That's his stepmom! But with the prince's sister captured, I had two options. Either end the war right here, which is the right thing to do, or hey, she's a concubine! God damn! France had easily been subjugated. The Britannian dogs will be wild once more, and I end my regency. For what is Count Olafur the drunkard to do against Shad Jarl Haesteinn? And with all of these already unlocked, it was time for Haesteinn to relearn and spend another lifetime becoming even stronger. But I have way too many titles, so I move my capital to France. And with Asrithyr Olafsdottir having grown up just like me, I confess my love to her, even though I'm betrothed to Alvur Halfansdottir. But she rejects me, not very fun. But King Bagsek's betrothed bride Auslag Ivarsdottir is a beautiful lass. And as soon as she gets out of prison, I could try to seduce her. Or I just go straight to the source and go for the mom. That's exactly what I'll do. Auslag's mom has got it going on. Stepdad, you're in for a whole world of trouble, as they're going to crusade England. I'm just happy they didn't go with France. We swiftly move our capital to Paris, raise a rune of our great conquest, and say goodbye to our former lands of Montaigu, giving it to Count Gorber. But quite predictably, all the Frenchmen declare war on me, so we quickly have to get our troops back home and defeat these rowdy rebel rousers. And now I finally could lead from the front. No longer a kid. I wasn't just here for a long time, I'm here for a good time. But alas, our first battle as an adult resulted in a heavy loss. So we called in the Jorvikians to defend us, and we went after smaller pickings. I also bagged the MILF. And now for the hat trick. Seduce the daughter as well. The sportsman's gamble. But for some reason, the crusade failed. I'm not sure what happened, but it looks like they just called it off. I also gained a new rival, and my MILF I was banging is put in prison. Not exactly good. We decided to go for the Hail Mary. One last chance. Lose France or die trying. After all, I am Haesteinn, warrior, legend. And so the Frenchmen were defeated. Their army scattered to the winds. And the news of a Ulfhildir bastard was legitimized as my own. And so the revolt was put down, and the Frenchmen were all put in jail, where I would promptly seize their titles. But at the glorious age of 19, someone is trying to kill Haesteinn. Who could it be now? I think I have an idea. It is Jules Robertine, who since he's lost his title because I took France, became a drunkard and a reclusive. I'm simply gonna stab him to death. But alas, the chieftain, whose wife I banged, now challenges me to lethal combat. Ivar the Boneless, buddy, listen. Your brother was my guardian and stepdad. And now, I guess I'm your stepdad, cause I banged your bitch. I won't fight you. Get out of here. You're ridiculous. I'll even take it one step further. I'll marry her. Huh? How about that? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? I'm the king now. I do whatever I want. And we got a son from the stolen French woman who's now my jester. This little Haesteinn. Huh? Of course it was you tried to kill me. You tried it first the right way. But listen, buddy, this ain't gonna work out, okay, homie? I could fight him, but he's just gonna win. He's way better than me. I am legendary Haesteinn, but legendary Haesteinn, sure, but I'm just 20. Wait, isn't this the same blind guy we captured before? Just ransom him back. He's obviously lost. Well, let's give it a try at least. Can we elope? Will she even accept it? I mean, it was more like a one-night stand. Love endures. We sneak out. It's her. I run to meet my Rose, and she throws herself in my open arms. Well, isn't this like a really... God damn it, I'm married to her! I stole his girl! Wait. I was betrothed to Alvar. We were just about to be married, but damn, she's callous, just and wrathful. And I instead bagged myself a lustful, ambitious lass. Holy moly! I did the right trade here. That's it, we'll be soulmates. And I'll take my big pot of gold and form the kingdom of France. I might not have been able to kill your dad chronologically, but I was able to kill the son, earning me a messed up hat trick. Now time to end this. I stole his wife, now I will cuck him out of the only thing he has left. His life. I mean, it's already lost face. Haesteinn is now 21 and is feeling better than ever. He's bagged himself an absolute mobby baddie, most likely proving that, yes, he did have mommy issues growing up without a real one. He's gotten himself a lovely heir and son that he named Haesteinn. And he's proven himself as the rightful ruler of France. Now, all that is left is to just live his life and enjoy it. And with the realm secure and safe, it was time to spread a glorious legend about Haesteinn. Of course, the great deeds of Haesteinn, how he became a child and still managed to come out on top. Oh no, I think the whole me turning into a baby and then growing up is falling in on itself. As I'm outside walking, I suddenly see, Haesteinn, it's been so long. It's the child that was born before I was born. God damn it, is this like a Delta Green plot? What are we... I'm happy to see you though. That's terrifying. I am, however, making great bank over here, raiding the Italians. Honestly, one of my favorite pastimes. And the legend has spread pretty well on its own. We're already up to 90 baronies. The great deed of Haesteinn is being told in every French village, in a lot of languages. This is the downside of being the younger, as Queen Freydis died, drinking herself to death. The wine mom went a bit too hard on the wine. But she isn't fully gone, she's right here! I have a stuffed corpse next to me. Haesteinn, I'm telling you, it's not just the mommy issues, it's a whole lot more. We're gonna need another wife. And who should we take? Holy moly, I'm in love. A Franconian Orthodox queen that has a claim on the kingdom of Bavaria. She must be seduced at any price possible. But my court poet Ljotter, who's been in my court since, well, I was born, comes to me and says, "It's very curious, my liege, very curious. I'm not sure what to make of it." Ljotter presents me the vellum dug out of some dusty nook in an ancestral home. I peer at it quizzically. Look, your lineage doesn't show up anywhere on this list. That's because I was never born. But I was born, but it wasn't me. Destroy this. No one can know. No one can know. I'm now known as the Courageous, which is very good. A fitting nickname. And so, the legend of the great deed of Haesteinn is completed. We truly are the best of the best. A legit king that rules with an iron fist. And let it be known that on the 23rd of September, the year 900 of our Lord, their Lord, I'm a Norse, we formed the hybrid culture between the French and the Norse, the Francours, mostly to gain their very strong traditions, like chanson du geste and chivalry, which would help us spread legend and conquer more areas, as well as getting the onager, the banus, and the public works technologies. Very good. We are now the Francours. With this new culture, it was gonna be a whole lot easier to control the Frenchmen, which was great because I had more conquering to do. I wanted to form the Empire of Francia, and I was gonna do it by any means necessary. But it seems my infancy mortality rate is still haunting me, as someone new is trying to slay glorious Haesteinn. But as I was looking through some ancient text together with my son, Ragnar, I realized something. We can claim that us barbarians came from the Goths. And I'm not talking about the eyeliner kind, I'm talking about those that sacked Rome. If we're able to create this Gothic king's legend and spread it to enough places, we will get a claim on every existing de jure title inside of Empire of Hispania. That's like all of Spain. So that's exactly what the goddamn did. We're gonna spread this culture faster than the gosh darn plague. But not only were we gonna spread our legend, no, we were gonna spread our realm. So the county of Armagnac and the county of Gascon looked like easy pickings. So off to war we went. And once more, he tries to kill me, the man I cocked. Brother, I'm gonna kill you back. And I won't miss. But talking about not missing, we just got Duke Bernat. So the glorious Duchy of Languedoc is now ours. Hello Barcelona! We're here. We're ready to take you out. A glorious battle. Me against the badly bruised King Alfonso. The child killer? Holy moly. Is that really a title you wanna have? My title is, me. And as the battle was raging, the Duchy of Gascon was captured. And so was their Duke. But alas, Ivar, it was time for you to die. Cocked once from your wife, cocked twice from your life. I didn't kill you with a knife, I did it with a poison, not a knife. Our new legend had already spread to 64 baronies. Very good. And with Barcelona conquered, our great expansion towards Hispania was looking ever and ever closer. We're gonna do something very devious. We are the Goths! We have come to steal your land. We have claims on every goddamn holding in this lovely peninsula. And we'll also expand France, making Gascon very French. Now, it was time to conquer. My goal was to do the Iberian foothold. This would end the Iberian struggle. To do this, I'm going to need to do quite a few things. First of all, starting an empire that is not Hispania, taking over 33% of all counties, taking one kingdom, making that kingdom Norse. So first on the list, form Francia. But to make the conversion into my religion faster, I was gonna reform the Ostrow faith. And to do that, I was gonna have to snipe the holdings. We're going to conquer the Jarl of Jorvik so that I can hold one holy site. And with that, I'll spread a legend that will help me here in Navarra. As usual when playing Haesteinn, it's a lot of moving parts and it goes really quick. So if you're not following along, well, speed up your brain, buddy, cause it's gonna go even faster. With our troops landed in the glorious kingdom of Jorvik, the Danelaw, we quickly split up our troops and sent the bulk of the force to defeat whoever won this battle. Hilarious. Literally no one can oppose us, which is wonderful. And with 3 sieges and 1 simple battle, we have taken one of the holy sites of our religion. I am now the custodian of a holy site, which lets me do a holy legend. If you can get this sucker to illustrious, you can evangelize the realm, immediately converting vast swaths of your realm to our faith. And hopefully, that means we can also get Navarra. It's a bit of a shot in the dark, but it's a shot in the dark I'll take. So we quickly got to work spreading this myth. And while that was cooking, we decided to start our great and glorious conquest of Hispania. First on the shopping block, the kingdom of Navarra, as well as all of Sarcusta. And hey little Toledo, don't think I don't see you. As well as Molina. But we have alliances for a reason. So we called in none other than King Knud of Sweden. The battles were raging on, we were gaining war score left, right and center. Things were truly looking up for us. First to fall was Navarra, a great and glorious sultanate. We quickly demanded that everyone in our realm convert and spread our religion. And now, the real fun begins. As I can use my ancestral claim to take all of the Empire of Francia. But instead, I aim to seize as many holdings as possible. From both Burgundy and from Lotharingia. This might be a bit of a problem. You see, the Pope has decided to call a great glorious crusade against Aquitaine. That happens to be a lot of my kingdom. So right away, we're going to quickly form the Empire of Francia. We'll also complete our legend. This will let us quickly evangelize the realm, converting more of our territory to our faith. Incredibly powerful. We quickly take Viano, and our realm grows ever stronger. But we still have a looming crusade against us. Not good. Haesteinn was almost the age he was before he became a baby. But he still had more to do. Great glorious deeds. All we could do was prepare. What if I told you that in one decision, I could get all of these counties within my kingdom through vassalization, and also call off the hounds of war that are the Crusaders coming for us? All it would cost me is my Norse dignity. My friends, we're going to become Christians. We talk to the Pope himself, and as much as this pains me, we convert to Catholicism. Ave Maria, Deus vult! Glory to God, the crusade is called off. Misdirection. I pledged my military support, but redirect the crusade away from Valencia that I want to take to somewhere that would absolutely doom the Catholic Church, Jerusalem. I then go to war. You see, to form my Iberian foothold, I have a capital outside the region, I hold an empire that borders them, I completely control a de jure kingdom in Hispania, but now I also need to control 50% of all Christian faith counties in Iberia. I hold 36. But I now know exactly how I can make that more. By combining the overpoweredness of the legends. First, I use the claim on the emirate of Balsinia. I withdraw my pledge to the crusade. Next, I use the overpowered ancestral claims to seize all of Bataljavs. This will get my fame level down by 1, but I have to do it. I then use my newly baptized children to get insanely strong alliances, but in the end, this battle will be won by pure brute force. A great and glorious push to take all of Iberia. And it worked! It worked! In one fell swoop, I seize Hispania. And would you look at that, huh? That's more or less the entire region captured. Now with the dust settled, we can return home. But alas, we can't form an Iberian foothold. We need to control more of the Catholic realm. Well, have you forgotten that I used to own the holy site of the Norse? And the legend is still spread. That means that I can evangelize to the realm, letting me convert vast swaths of my realm to our faith. The true faith prevails. And with one click, we made most of the goddamn Iberian Peninsula Christian. That's incredibly overpowered. And also, totally enough. Now, Haesteinn just has to hold this title for 15 years. Hey buddy, you survived since you were a newborn. You should be able to pull this off, okay? As I'm just waiting for 15 years to pass, I realized that it's Emperor Haesteinn's 52nd birthday. And we have now finally reached the age that Haesteinn starts at. Just look at how much we could have gotten done if we were allowed to play as this guy from his very birth. So what will Haesteinn do now? Go to India? Conquer the Franks? What about reform the also true faith? His possibilities are endless. But I have about 1000 videos where I do all sorts of challenges with this guy, so you can check them out in this playlist on screen right now. Trust me guys, this one is, there's so many videos in there, like I've played this guy so much. I was even on his Wikipedia page for a while. I mean, yeah, check them out, alright? Bye!